How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream. Lurrus is officially banned. So, where do we go from here? I feel like Abzan has. I feel like I found like the best Abzan shell, but now with Lurrus gone, um, do we need a companion? If we have a companion, if we go Gigantha, like when we go there, if we have Yorion, what cards could we have? It's gonna be tough. I feel like there's going to be a lot of configurations that I really want to try. But I think this will be my first starting point. I just kind of want to get a feeling if Stoneforge Mystic is good enough in a non-Lurrus meta, right? Um, because I think having Stoneforge Mystic will lead to other cards that we run like Solitude. We definitely need more white cards to run Solitude. For Sentinel, for pending March effects. And then for Stoneforge Mystic with something like Yorion, like we could have enough white cards, but I don't think this build has enough. So I opted to not run Solitude. I wanted to have like two Dothy Voidwalkers instead. But I think having Solitude in an Abzan list will be really contingent on Stoneforge Mystic being good or not. Um, because if Stoneforge Mystic isn't good, then I don't think we have enough white cards to run Solitude. So that's kind of the thing. Um, so I think this is a really isolated. I feel like we could have kind of two approaches. We could, have a dart throw, think what's kind of the best build, and go from there. I kind of like to take like a step by step approach. I'm gonna try a Stoneforge Mystic build that's kind of really focused on it and see how it goes. From there, then we can add Solitude. Then from there, right? Like I don't want to like add Solitude, and then if Solitude ends up being like if we don't have enough white cards for Solitude, it's not gonna be good, and then just make Stoneforge Mystic awkward, right? Um, so I think for starters, the card that we really need to incorporate in all these builds is Urza Saga. Uh, we just need this power level. Like I mentioned in the past, like if you're gonna build a mid-range deck, you need to start with Lurrus and Urza Saga, and you have a high floor in terms of a power level. Since we lost Lurrus, you just need for Urza Saga. You just can't play mid-range without this. Um, so from there, what can we have? Um, so I'm gonna try the Stoneforge Mystic package. The card that's most notably omitted is Batterskull. I don't think we want both Kaldra and Batterskull since that's just too many dead cards that we could just naturally draw. I think we just want one, and I think Kaldra is just the highest floor, and we already have Shadow Spirit to make Tarmogoyf pretty much a mini Batterskull, right? From there, we're just gonna have a sword and Lion Sash to round out the Stoneforge Mystic package. It's gonna be interesting to see how Lion Sash is because if we have Stoneforge Mystic, and the reason why I am kind of weary about how Stoneforge Mystic will perform is because of Ragavan. If they go Ragavan, we go Stoneforge Mystic, we kind of have to block with the Stoneforge Mystic. We have to. So before, if we get like a Kaldra or a Batterskull or a Sword, like they're kind of dead draws. Like Sword's kind of clunky, Batterskull's and Kaldra's just really expensive. But Lion Sash is a reasonable body, with a reasonable cost, right? So just essentially getting a solid two front off the Stoneforge Mystic is really potentially really really good. This is where when I had the Lurrus with Stoneblade, um, we trophied with the Stoneblade list, but like the Stoneforge Mystic just not having college, just not having that ceiling, just power level just wasn't there. But tuning up Lion Sash did feel okay in that build, so we'll see how it performs, without Lurrus. I think the rest of the shell is kind of quote unquote stock. I left one Mishra's Bauble as a way to just 2 to 4 with Urza Saga. Um, it's just the card that we just kind of have to cut with no other way to really synergize it without Lurrus, obviously. So I'm just going to keep one Bauble for now and see how all this feels. Um, this is a card that I am kind of stubbornly wanting to keep, and that's Dothy Voidwalker. Um, this is a card that I think we still need, whether there's Lurrus or not, because this is the type of card that flips all of our bad matchups. Amulet, Tron, Yawgmoth, Control. Like, this card single-handedly flips these matchups, and granted, you can't really recur it with Lurrus, but I think this card is just so good against our bad matchups that I think it's just worth it. And this is why I'm kind of leaning towards this kind of build versus like a Gigantha build. I'm really hesitant to switch over the Gigantha build because of Dothy Voidwalker. I think this is a card that we just desperately need. So we'll see how it feels without a companion, and if we do need a companion, I'm kind of leaning towards Yorion over Gigantha because I argue that we need Voidwalker, and Dam is also another card that we kind of desperately need. Just as a way to answer Murktide, have a main deck Wrath that isn't, you know, a clunky Wrath. And then we go from there. Sideboard's kind of stock for the most part. I'm expecting a lot of 4C good stuff Yorion decks, so I still want the 2 Hushbringers. Even though they nombo with the Stoneforge Mystic, I think it's still fine. I have a sword in the sideboard just for matchups that we wanted. For example, against Yawgmoth, giving something that protects protection from literally the whole deck is what we want. And then the kind of good stuffy card that we're going to try out that we haven't had a chance to because of Lurrus is the Wandering Emperor. I don't know if that's coming up. I don't know if I can have this up the screen. But the Wandering Emperor is 4 mana, has Flash. And if you flash it in, you can activate one of its abilities. So you can kill a Murktide, you can make a 2/2. Like, this is just another good stuffy kind of card. So we just tried out like against like the mid-range control matchups. Because we haven't been able to try this before. But that's pretty much it. Again, this will be the starting point of where I kind of want to head in terms of like what version of configuration I want next. Again, we could go non-companion, we can go Reclaimer, we can go Gigantha with Reclaimer, we can go Yorion with Reclaimer, we can go Yorion and Gigantha without Reclaimer, we can go both Stoneforge Mystic. Do we want Reclaimer and Stoneforge Mystic? Do we just want Reclaimer? If we want just Reclaimer, can we go like black-green base? Do we want Grist? Do we want Kyle? Like, there's so many questions that we want to answer. So instead of just like hodgepodging all these things, I kind of want to keep a shell that I know is good, which is the Saga shell with Voidwalkers, and just add in the Stoneforge Mystic package. Because I think that'll be really telling on what we want to do moving forward. Again, I don't think this is a list that's going to be kind of final for Abzan. I think this is just a starting point to gather data. Again, I just want to see how Stoneforge Mystic feels. Because I think Stoneforge Mystic will be either the main part of the deck or it's not going to. And I'd rather have that figured out before I start adding Solitude or, you know, Grist or whatever. I need that data point. I need to see if that will provide the foundation of the deck, and then from there we can, you know, build around that. Neat Grist and Lily and Lingering Souls. The thing is, like, I don't want the deck to be too clunky either. We already have Urza Saga that is just such a mana-intensive card on top of Prismatic Inning and March. So I kind of want to stay away from those for now. If we end up going Yorion, I might have to include those 3 drops, but we'll see. So I'm building Gagari in the same Van's World, but I don't know where to pivot off Lurrus. I'm on 2 mana Tastiger, and I'm lost everywhere. Interesting. Tastiger is also kind of a cool card to build around as well. I only have 1 land. It's kind of a dead draw here, so we'll just mulligan. It's better. So we'll keep this. Bottom of Thoughtseize. Opponent also will into 6. So we'll start off Sentinel. And then we'll go Inquisition. We could also, there's an argument for like keeping the Thoughtseize, but I think going Sentinel into Stoneforge Mystic is pretty powerful. So are you going to add Lilianos to your list of the 6 Sage? That's the real question, right? Because I still think it's better to go lower to the ground. Oh my god. Oh crap, I wanted to go Sentinel on one. I guess it doesn't matter. This happens when I'm like talking and I like... I have a feeling this is the Glimpse deck. I should have Sentinel on one. But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go... I don't know if I want to fetch Shock here. I guess I do. I guess I draw a Dam. This could be Rhinos. This could be Rhinos as well. So we'll go to Kaldra here. Maybe I should have gotten a Temple Garden. That way if we draw like a third land, we can go Sentinel plus activate Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, Tassiger is interesting. Oh no, this is the Glimpse deck. So I think I'm gonna go Sentinel. I think I'm gonna go Sentinel, hold up push. Missing the third lane kind of sucks. And Tassiger is just interesting too. I kind of want a cat Tassiger as well. It is double green though, but I think it's okay. Because if they like Charlotte here, I'll just push the plant. I want to lower my count go since I'm playing Void Rocker. That's also fair. So we will push this. Again, untapped land would be great here. Just to get lands. That works too. No reasonable clock. Attack for 6. It's kind of a slow clock, but better than nothing. The thing about Tassiger too is it kind of nombos with Goyf too. So I get what you're saying, Set of 6H. You are right. That is kind of awkward. Because if you have Voidwalker in play and then you mill your own grave, you delve your whole grave rate away, then like Goyf's just small. So anything but Seiju, my Saga. They are. Guess I'm gonna try them. Just have more mana online. So I wonder if they'll Shardless here. Can't tell. Maybe the turn that I held up push and played Sentinel, maybe I should just got the Kaldra in play because I just get that extra turn, right? Four mana. I guess I'm gonna Shardless plus Glimpse plus Sentinel. And then pay for the Sentinel. Alright, so we gotta hope that they kind of whiff here. Okay, we need to draw a fetch land or a bauble. Oh, so they can. Never mind. Yeah, we need to have Revolt for this Fatal Push. There's not Revolt for the Fatal Push. So we'll attack. Blade of the Oni is just okay. It kind of fills the same void as Lion Sash, so it's kind of awkward. So we'll get the Sophie here. So if they attack, we'll just chump with the Stoneforge, and then we can fatal push. So they can't cast their other Shardless here that we knew about in their hand. They only have one land. So I really like Blade, honestly, Mark. Like, it's okay. Okay, so they... Okay, never mind. They can have all the mana. They have the fetch. I think I was switching back to Abzan Stoneblade as well with the Lurrus band. How's it felt? This is my first match, Baloney, so I don't really know. We'll see how this feels. Like, I built this deck just to see how Stoneblade feels in general. So we'll see. Okay. So they're gonna make some more permanents. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So they can glimpse here. So 9 permanents. Please whiff. Please whiff. You pay the 1. They probably will. That does not count as a whiff. If we draw an untapped land, this sword triggers and gets through this whole board. Yeah. So we can push the plant token. So untap land means we can win the game. Actually, no, the game. Oh no. They get that much life? That's ridiculous. Not yield until end step. I guess it's because both Omnaths see it, right? That's crazy. Alright, let's just concede. Maybe I shouldn't have conceded. I didn't think I would draw Dam. I guess, would we have dead? I guess maybe we were dead anyway. Hushbringer seemed good here. Sword's okay. I didn't have Revolt Lord. Or I guess they had Fury. But I guess if they stacked it wrong, I guess I should have done it that way, but... Prismatic Endings can come out. I think we don't want the Marches either. The Sentinels are also kind of iffy. I think we want the second Dam. I think we want the Portable Hole. I guess the Tarax can come in. We want the Spellbomb because of Goblin Dark Dwellers, right? I'm thinking I don't want March. We can trim a Sentinel. And that's the thing about Stoneforge Mystic is like it's just so mana intensive. Where it's just our deck is just so clunky. It's just like I just don't know what can fill the void. It's just more Bobs. I guess we'll just have Bobs, but then can we have Solitude? I don't think we can. Yeah, Revolt is only my permanence Lord. If a permanent you control left the battlefield. And even then, the Omnath triggers still happen, so. And even then, like, even if we down the board, like, we're still at such a low percentage outer to win that game. Because they just drew, like, a bunch of cards, and we didn't have much in hand. No, it's just one, unfortunately. I wonder if he's a bobble trick here. It's cute. I think it's worth bobble tricking here. Planes. I kind of want that. So we'll actually just let that go. And with Thoughtseize, the next turn. Because we want the third land to activate Saga. Jay Sawyer, 7294. Thank you for the Prime sub. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're just going to get Trimares just so all our colors on 9. So now we can Thoughtseize. I guess I should Thoughtseize first if they had like Force or something, but that's a lot of forces. Or that's a lot of So if we take the Season Pyromancer, the Art of Play really doesn't do anything. So should I just take this Spyro? I kind of like just taking this Spyro. Yeah, I like taking this Spyro. Because then their hand really doesn't do anything. Like, even if they Ardent Play on turn 3, like, we can just push this and they just glimpse for 3. I don't think it's enough to do anything. Let me see. Are they gonna cascade this? I mean, that makes sense. Okay. So all the cards in their hand. So if they're like really inclined to Ardent Play, we can just push the Goblin. Steam Vents. So they're not gonna Ardent Play. Makes sense. Oh, that's gross. I'm gonna kill my Saga or my Shadow Spear. I'm gonna kill my Saga. Okay. So we could card cast the sword. And then next turn equip attack. Oh, I should have played the sword first. I'm so dumb. Got an extra point. If they're at 1, then I'm an idiot. But again, I guess maybe they would have chumped, but oh no, now they have 6. They might ardent play here, yeah. Please be with. Flanders, thanks for the sub. 5 months, buddy. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god. Oh man, my whole like moto moved from the sub. Thank you though, Flanders. Really appreciate it. 5 months is a long time. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, on that note, we're just gonna concede. I don't know, I was like, this Stoneforge package just feels so clunky. It's just not where we want to be. Which is kind of how I felt, like, on paper. I just kind of wanted to get this out of the way, right? Hey, Rouse. Hey, thanks for the biddies, buddy. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This hand is okay. Swamp. Thoughtseize. Okay. We'll let this happen, obviously. And then if it's whatever they leave, we're gonna cast whatever one drop they leave, we're just gonna cast it. So if they leave Sentinel, we're gonna cast it. If they're gonna leave Thoughtseize, we're gonna cast it. Get that hype train going. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, y'all. That's awesome. Really, really appreciate it. Oh man, this is where playing 3 colors really sucks. But I think we have to go Godless Shrine here. Hey, how's it going, Marty? Welcome back to streaming, huh? I don't think I've seen you stream for a while. I kind of lurked in your stream earlier. Hope you're streaming well, buddy. How did your Junli go? I'll take the veil. Oh my goodness, Mirabito, reset for the 7 months. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. It's so tough. I guess we have to take the Goyf. Because they can't cast anything else. They could cast a Decay, but we can't even Prismatic Ending it. So I think we take the Goyf here. League went poorly? Oh no. People are playing literally everything in leagues now? Yeah. I mean, we were playing against Glimpse, which is a deck, right? But now we're against some sort of like Sultai deck, which is kind of looking pretty bad for for us. But like the main thing is we kind of want to see how our deck behaves, and Stoneforge Mystic is not looking great. It just feels so clunky. Maybe I'm just not used to it. Like playing cards that require so much more mana, but I think we're gonna get the Saga going. We'll probably get this Stoneforge Mystic decayed here, which is fine. Or we could just get Liliana, but I think we'll get a sword. It's a card that I think will matter in the long run. Or worst case scenario, if we have to discard it, I don't mind either. Playing with Lurrus? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss it. The thing about Stoneforge Mystic is like when you naturally draw your equipment, it feels really bad. Okay. So they didn't draw land. Okay. So hopefully they don't draw a black source here. I get Liliana off. You're one of the very few people that miss it. I mean, I'm a Lurrus player, right? So it's kind of hard. Okay. I think I'll discard the Sophie. I think I want this land for sure, right? So they'll probably sack the. Oh, they're discarding the Jace. Wow, that's wild. Yeah, but the thing about it though is Spike's like list has Fervent Champion in it, and I think that changes everything, right? Because then like it's not so clunky because the equip cost is free, so it's like literally 3 mana just like equip something. Versus like if it's in 2 to 3 mana depending if you can flash him with Stoneforge Mystic. Um, you know what I mean? It's just kind of tough. All the raids, Electric Bob, how's it go, buddy? Hope every stream went well. Sweet. So now we can take down this Liliana. How'd you really go with Rock? I kind of want Spell Bomb here just in case they like have Snapcaster Mage. It's the only thing I can really think of that can really get them out of this. So Esper Sentinel being an artifact is so relevant here. We'll get a second Gauntlet Shrine. So do this. So Saga taking over the game as per usual. I like having Stoneforge Mystic with Jace, allows you to reach. Yeah, and that's kind of why like Miracles or just blue-white Stoneblade in Legacy was so good, is because you can naturally draw your Battle Skull and just brainstorm it away, right? Like that was the biggest appeal. So it makes sense. Another 5-0? Nice. Congrats, Bob. That's awesome. Did you have a companion in your deck? I guess that's the big question that I want to know personally. I would love an untapped land here. Because then we can Prismatic in the Voidwalker and play Goyf. Or we could just play the Lion Sash. That is exactly what we wanted. I think we want Goyf actually. So we'll go white, black, Prismatic ending this. And then we'll attack with both constructs. Put them on a 2-turn clock. Appreciate all the support, y'all. All the raids, all the resubs, the biddies. Really, really appreciate y'all. They just can see each other Saga. That's cool. Stop taking my monies. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Really appreciate it. 2 months, man. Lilith was way make the companion not playable, not able to be played in Rock. Yeah, I mean, now you can. Jace brainstorming clunky is but then you're not drawing the dead cards, right? Like you don't mind just shuffling those cards away is the point. Ooh, Wandering Emperor seems great here. I really hope I draw that. So it's just like a good stuffy Sultai deck. So like the second sword seems pretty good too. As well as like the Tarax. So it looks like a Thoughtseize, Tarmogoyf, Liliana, Jace the Mind Sculptor deck. It makes me wonder if they have like Snapcaster Mage. I think we'll cut the portable hole. It seems to only answer Tarmogoyf and maybe Snapcaster Mage, but it doesn't seem that great. March seems okay. I think having 1 dam is okay. 4 cards. Wow, this is tough. Maybe we don't even want the Tarax. Maybe we don't want the trim. I guess we could maybe trim discard here. They are on some number of planeswalkers, so maybe we can like trim the 2 discard spells. Leave Thoughtseize just so they can nap Jace. I think the Sentinels are going to be really good. Maybe we don't want both swords actually. So maybe we like trim Sword of Fire and Ice. And then just have only 1 Tarak. Let's try something like this. Thought on Brainstone, and the time for you to run Brainstone, that ship has sailed when Lurrus got banned. That ship has, because I know some people were actually thinking that was gonna work, and I'm like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about when, when they're like Brainstone with Lurrus. Am I playing against Gerard Fabiano? I don't know. I mean, he is a Sultai lover, right? Could be. Brainstone says draw 3 cards. Must be good. Must be, right? Has to be. We're kind of reliant on the Saga here. I don't think they'll play Dress Down just because they're a Tarmogoyf deck themselves. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. They left us the Dam, which is kind of nice. So, I'm just coming back to Modern. Haven't played since they banned Mox Soul, but what's the meta now? It's kind of tough to answer that right now, Endivine. Just because of the fact that they just banned a card that was in a huge percentage of decks. So now the meta is just back in flux again. So it's difficult to say where the meta is because it seems like everyone's just kind of playing whatever they want to play, myself included. So we'll see. But can't really give you a firm answer to that. How's it going, Beetleborn? Alright, but I'm gonna see people. Hey, thanks for the raid, buddy. Really appreciate it. Take care. Thoughts is. So I could just damn the board. As in, I just damn the Goyf. I could Thoughtseize plus Spellbomb. But then we'd probably take at least 2. But then they can get Liliana going if they just cast Liliana on plus. I think I'm just going to down the board here. Deal with the board. Maybe I'll be a dirty Tron player. I mean, like, a lot of the, big tools that, like, people say that Tron was bad in the meta, and that's probably due to the Hammer matchup, but... Oops. I think Tron will just always be good. So next turn we can go Thoughtseize plus whatever. Thoughtseize me. Sure. Can't Thoughtseize my Saga, though. Take my Thoughtseize, sure. So they do nothing. So we could, just play this Catacombs out. Play the Spellbomb. And then we can just set up for Tarak next turn. That's the plan here. So they could Jace, which is the problem with this line, but I think it's okay. That's true, Harry. That's very true. So they could tap out for Jace. Oh, Thrun. Okay. Okay, big boy. Slow down. Calm down. Calm down. I see you. Don't worry. I see you over there. Thrun Daddy. Coming in. Okay. Don't worry. I will acknowledge your throne and raise you a Tarak. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't play the Saga out. I'm glad I didn't play the Saga out. And Divine Will, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate you for tuning in. Cool. They slammed their 4-drop. I slammed my 4-drop, and then they conceded. Cool. Still no real data on Stoneforge Mystic from that match. I honestly just think that Dothy Voidwalker has to be in the deck, so maybe we just can't run Gigantha. We need to have a companion somehow. I think that's the point. I really wish I drew this card though. That would have been sick. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the equipment in the deck. It just makes everything so clunky. Like maybe we could go back to like Rim Flares or something. I could also just try Reclaimers again. And just try a Reclaimer build. But I also want a deck that's like more white based with like Solitude and stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. This is pretty painful, but going turn 1 Sentinel into double Thoughtseize is pretty good. But I'm just debating if they want to keep. They do. And this is what I'm talking about, where like we really have to pick either a black-white base or a black-green base. And with like Prismatic Ending and Esther Sentinel, it's just tough making Reclaimer work, you know? The mana base is just like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too cognizant about the mana, but in my opinion, you just really have to think about it. Oh no. Saga. So we have to Triome here. So we could Triome and then just Prismatic into the Ragavan. Don't think I hate that. And then next we go Thoughtseize plus Stoneforge Mystic. They dash Ragavan here, I'm gonna be very sad. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh. Tarmogoyf. Okay, well, I will Inquisition here. Lightning Bolt, consider. So I guess I'll take the Bolt. I could Thoughtseize, take Bolt plus Heat. And then this Ragavan, and then this Stoneforge Mystic will kind of. Yeah, I think I'll go Bolt. Take the Heat. Play the Saga out, unfortunately, and pass. They could dash Ragavan here. And then we'll block. So then, oh, they have the Boat Guy. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Really appreciate it. Okay. Removal spell for the Goyf would be pretty good. I guess we just Thoughtseize to consider play Tarmogoyf, and then we just kind of stonewall the board. Yeah, I think that's fine. again, they can't really attack here. I'll probably just make a token. Just to get the value out of it. Guess I'll get Spell Bomb. In case they get Delirium for Unholy Heat. I'll just pass the turn. I wonder if I should get Kaldra here. That's a real question when I cast the Stoneforge Mystic next turn. What do they draw? What do they draw? Just get another Godless Shrine. Bauble. I guess it'll grow the construct, so it's not too bad. Should we Kaldra check them? If we get the sword and equip it, it becomes a 5/5. It doesn't attack through the Tarmogoyf. Land, sorcery, creature, artifact, enchantment. Glyph stays a 5/6. So if they have any removal spell, they might have sent it on the construct. I'm not entirely sure. I guess we could also just equip the sword to the Tarmogoyf and attack. Or we could just get Lion Sash. It's just a little bit more of a higher floor. But then just takes up all of our mana, though. I think I'm going to Kaldra check them. Right? No, they drew 2 cards. Oh my god. It has to be a removal spell. I don't think they'd spend it on the construct. I guess if I get Sword of Fire and Ice and equip it to the Tarmogoyf, they kind of have to block with the Goyf. So I think I'm going to get Sword here. And then we can just chump block with these 2 guys. I might want to upkeep Crack Bauble. Yeah, I want to upkeep Crack Bauble. Lane Sash are just so mana intensive though. I'm just not a fan. Yeah, so I might upkeep Bauble them. And then if we see a Murktide, might just crack the Spell Bomb. Does it have a Vendilion Click? Okay. Let's crack this. Okay, Darcy's fine. So that's a good draw, because now we can flash in sword, equip sword. Okay, so we know they have Darcy, 2 unknowns. Okay. Just gotta hope that the last card isn't a removal spell. So this sword's looking pretty good here. They're gonna bolt my Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. So now that they did that, I'm going to crack Spell Bomb, I think. I kind of want to draw. Damn it. Okay. So now I might Kaldra check them, right? I could also just Lion Sash too. Don't hate the Lion Sash. I don't think we need to Kaldra check them at this point of the game. I think I like just getting more to the board here. And then next turn we can just hardcast a sword if need be. So this is not a bad position, I don't think. Like them bolting the Stoneforge was so good. I like Sword needing an untapped land. Sorry, was that message late? Or did you just message that Roundsley? I don't think I was. I think I missed a line there. But definitely have the sword. Oh, I see. Because like technically we don't need the 5th land. We can just flash in the Stoneforge Mystic. I mean, right here, Stoneforge Mystic looks pretty good. So, we're gonna play around Counterspell. Oh, that's a good draw. Let's flash this in. We're gonna equip the Goyf. Okay, Stoneforge Mystic, I see you. I see you. And Lion Sash there looked pretty good too. Right? Lion Sash just being there. Just being another 2-mana body. Exile of Vector is relevant. It is a little clunky, but it was there. I'm glad you're using the new emote. I know that I have a lot of new people to the stream. Over the weekend, I was out of town, but I brought my laptop. Didn't play any Magic, but I made a bunch of emotes that were follower. You just need to follow the channel, and you can just use them in the chat. So please feel free to spam them. I made some new ones. It was the March, the Liliana, and the Dark Confidant, and the Thoughtseize bug. So there you go. There you go. I think the March art is like one of my favorite arts from the new set. It's so good. I love it. There you go. I think Wandering Emperor. So it's like a Temur midrange list with Ragavan, Tarmogoyf, Darcy, Tower Slayer. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. So I kind of want the Wandering Emperor. It seems pretty good. Can you imagine if like they attack with the Goyf, we Wandering Emperor, put a +1/+1 counter on our Goyf, and then block their Goyf? That'd be pretty good. Kind of want Engineer Explosives, maybe. I don't really know what to cut. I think that's the problem. Maybe we just want to cut the Voidwalkers. We're going to board in 2 Wandering Emperors, and that's it. I think the discard spell's good. They have, like, Murktide and stuff, right? Oh, 2-drop MTG. Thank you for the follow as well. Really appreciate it. I'm assuming they're on Murktide. So we're going to board in the 2 dams, I think. And then, like, the Wandering Emperor is also outs to it. I think we just want to make sure all of our creatures can block a monkey. Maybe we just board in one Wandering Emperor. I don't know. This is tough. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do one Wandering Emperor. The extended art, yeah. It's the art overall is just very, very good. Very, very, very good. It might be like honestly like my favorite art in a very, very long time. Okay, we just gotta hope that they don't have monkey here. No monkey one time. That does not look good. Just play a Darcy. 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 Thank you. Okay. Okay. The mill counterspell. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, so we're gonna have to fetch Shock in case we want to cast this over. I would have gotten basic Swamp, but now that we drew the Stoneforge Mystic, I'm kind of into doing this. Double Goyf. Okay. Don't have the other black source for the Goyf, unfortunately. Excuse me. Now we do. Do we want to... Do we have a decision point? We could try to like get him with the dam. I think it's just cleaner to just go Damn the Tarmogoyf. Next turn Thoughtseize plus Stoneforge Mystic. Just hope for another removal spell off the top. I don't think we can we'd also go like Drum, Stoneforge Mystic, Thoughtseize. That's also an option. I kind of like that because that plays out our hand. Wanting Emperor price tag and paper was a nice surprise. Put the showcase release kit and listed beating on these. Wow, $70. Wow. I haven't seen this art before. That's really cool. Pre-release. It's 24 now. Ooh, this one's kind of cool. This is a showcase one. How's it going, Angel? This art's sick. The foils are like an arm and a leg, but I can see why. I mean, even just the normal one's cool. Like, just the normal art on this card is pretty cool. Points in the tank. Man, my window just keeps getting shifted. My OCDs kick it off. Sure. Yep. Love the showcase art for it. Yeah, it's really good. This art's fantastic. It doesn't look like a magic card, but in a good way, if that makes sense. I think I'm going to Inquisition and not Springleaf Drum here. I don't want to, like, do the drum and then they counter my Stoneforge Mystic and then we can't discard spell. Plus, like, I kind of want to take their Lightning Bolt if that's what they have. You just need a removal spell for this Darcy. Okay. So I have just lands. So we will guess we'll Kaldra check them. All the raids today, Antog. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. How'd you stream and how'd you do? Hope your stream went well, buddy. Thank you again. Stream is solid, nice. Oh god, what's this? This is a Murktide? Fuck. We already spent our dam too. Top deck a Murktide, holy moly. Okay, so we attack, they draw a land. We attack, they draw a land. They can't attack with the Darcy. They attack with Murktide, we go to 1. We get Shadow Spear and we attack back. So... Oh, but then we can't block with this. Oh... We can still just make a construct. Which I guess that's what we have to do. So we can play drum, make a block Darcy, make a construct. The construct will be a 2/2, and then we can Kaldra in, and then get Shadow Spear and equip it, and then we can race. So we just this plan is 100% contingent on them drawing a land, and them not getting Delirium. Oh, just draw nothing. Back-to-back they choose with the non. Nice. Figuring it out and planning on it being what I focus on for a bit, especially with mana traders. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was like ready to play in the mana traders, and then they just like put the format on its head. I'm like, crap. Now I don't even know what I want to play anymore. So I'm sure you're in the same boat as well. So you have land, artifact, creature. So again, like if they have a lot of outs here. Just play Titan Shift in the mana traders. That is what I will definitely not be doing. Hopefully they just draw land. Land gives us a chance. They could also just have Tarmogoyf. And Dog, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support, buddy. Thank you for the raid and the sub. Okay, why did they just... Okay. Don't think we want anything else. This is fine. Yama Killer's build from 22nd that only has 2 stomping ground. Oh yeah. No thanks. Thoughtseize into Stoneforge Mystic. Excited about it to see what right. Yeah, I agree. It'll be interesting to see. It just like makes it hard for people that want to play in the event, right? All the race today. Fluffy Wolf. Really appreciate the raid, buddy. How'd your stream go? Gotta head out. Appreciate the raid, buddy, again. 69 viewers, nice. Well, that's gonna be a lot more than 69, Fluffball. Hope you're doing well, buddy. How'd your stream go? What did you play today? I didn't get a chance to lurk in your stream. Hashtag Team Fluffy. Nice. Appreciate y'all tuning in from the raid. Bat Death and RG Crack Death. Do I even want to know what that is? Do I even want to ask what that is, Fluffball? I don't even know. Opponent is in the tank with their they want to pass priority over upkeep to us. No, ask just Kraken. Okay. So we'll Gaulish Shrine Thoughtseize here. Second League, Speed League, under 1 hour, paid actor at the end. I noticed like the end of your streams you start playing like the cues and stuff. Definitely kind of sketch, huh? Dress down. Time to Kaldra check him, huh? Time to Kaldra check him? We will gladly Kaldra check you, opponent. You have 2 draws to rule spell. Okay, you drew a consider, so you have another 2 draws. I'm gonna play the Temple Guard because our mana is probably gonna be occupied either flashing in the Kaldra or casting the second Stoneforge Mystic. Where's the Rhino? Rhino is unfortunately nowhere to be found. They might just main phase this Stress Federation, right? So they might I think an upkeep dress down. They're not going to upkeep dress down. Culture check. What are you doing, opponent? Loses haste. Makes sense. Honestly, I've seen worse dress downs for us when we lose our constructs. Don't Archmage's Charm my Germ token, please. Fuck. Oh, that's so annoying. So annoying. Untap land would be nice because then we can make a construct and we can portable hold their germ token. Not so lucky. So we'll have to portable hole. Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, opponent call check, unfortunately. So they can Expressive Iteration, cast Tarmogoyf. They're just going to cast Goyf. Darcy. I wish we had another mana. If we had another mana, we could have Flash and Sword, Equip Sword, push Tarmogoyf, attack, shoot Darcy down. After getting Springleaf Drum off the Saga. Now, I think we just have to make a construct. So we could either make a construct, it'd be a 3/3. Or we could just play out our hand. We can push the Goyf, make an Esper, get an Esper Sentinel down. Like, we have to use the mana. Yeah, I feel like it's better just to play out our hand than to make a construct. Oh, I guess it would be a 4/4, huh? Might be better just to make a construct. Get a Springleaf Drum. And then Springleaf Drum. Play the Spell Bomb. That way we kind of insulated to a Darcy and such. I think that's better, and we can kind of just play out our whole hand next turn. This is well insulated because if they get Delirium, we can kill a Darcy. Which they will after this Expressive Iteration. It's a nice move. They get a second Bane Expressive Iteration. Oh, they're... Oh. Wow. How's it going, John? No Rhinos today, unfortunately. No Rhinos. Okay. So we're gonna be able to ambush the Darcy. They could Unholy Heat here, which is fine. They Unholy Heat my construct. Tarmogoyf's still a 4/5. I probably still have to take the Goyf here. And we'll just double block the Darcy. So we go to 4. I'm not in bolt range. Actually, no, we actually do die to bolt here. I punted here because if they have bolt, we just die. But if they have bolt, I don't think we could really win this game anyway. I don't think I'm gonna I'm gonna play to win this game. Because like if they have bolt, they're gonna bolt the creature we're gonna want to equip the sword onto. So it's like I think it's just a wash. Yeah. Okay. I feel like if we split our blocks, I think it's just playing the lose, right? But I guess we are at 8. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to block there. Because we already had the other Stoneforge Mystic. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to just block. Because we knew I was going to die. And then we had the double. The issue is we just didn't have enough lands that game. Like, we just got stuck on our mana, unfortunately. Like, if we just had drawn an untapped land that last turn, we would have won the game. And that just kind of cost us, unfortunately. Um, we don't have a white source, but I think going push into Gorf is okay. Trying more. I'm trying, J Freezy. Yeah, Archmage's Charm is really annoying. It's like the Kaldra check just does not work a lot of the time, unfortunately. But then it's like, why are you running Kaldra, right? Are you against Mill? Okay. We're just not gonna draw a white source, huh? Well, this matchup's a lot better now that we have a bit more of a curve. Like Tasha's hideous laughter isn't just like GG. I really wish we were on the play this game. I wonder if I should, I don't know, I just like back to the drawing board because a lot of lists that I built were kind of on the backs of Stoneforge Mystic. A surgical Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. They also shocked in Watery Grave, which is interesting. And then pay 2 life for surgical. So I wonder what that means. Kind of have to play this out, unfortunately. White source would be fine, because then we can go Sentinel into Tarmogoyf. I think they'll after me. $26 cards. Yowza. Alrighty. Can we kill you before you kill me? So they didn't have jeez. They didn't have Archive Trap last game. And they'll have it this game. So we'll do this. Get a spell bomb. It's kind of a slow clock. Okay. The main deck of a Sultai Lantern. That's really interesting. There's an argument for letting me just draw cards here, honestly. There is an argument. So they go to 10. So we actually win 2 turns from now. We're like, this Tomerglyph is now lethal. They didn't hit the Kaldra, that's why they milled so much. So they're cycling here. Which makes sense. I guess they're going for the win versus... Okay. Are you gonna let me draw? Not gonna let me draw. I should probably exile the Saga. Oh. Why aren't they exiling the Saga? Oh, okay. Okay. What? I guess we just attack. Hope they have nothing. Unfortunate. Okay. Brutality comes in. I think the Sentinels can come out. They're just not a fast clock. Do we want Wandering Emperors? I guess so. We can have Wandering Emperors and Tarax, I think. And I think we don't want the Lion Sash. I think it's just too clunky. Yeah, let's just try this. Thoughtseize into Voidwalker. So we'll clear on Gala Shrine first. And then next, and then we can see if we can fetch or not. We have the Kaldra in our hand. So I guess we'll just take the trap. It doesn't submit a settle, yeah. So that's the card they drew. Fuck. We're gonna play the Voidwalker. They can't drown the lock the Dothy Voidwalker there. I guess they can because of the Flood Strand. So they can drown my Voidwalker. So we need to draw a removal spell for the crab. I should have played the fetch too. That was a misplay. Yeah. Agreed, my bluebird. My bluebird. So they can drown my Turak, which is kind of scary. But I think we just have to just let this go. And hopefully they drown my Voidwalker. Yeah. I think we're gonna... So, because they probably don't have an archive shop here. It's better to fetch first. So they could Tasha's us, or they could... Yeah, it just makes sense for them to Tasha's us. They're not scared of Ragavan, huh? Not scared of Ragavan, huh? I think we have to do this. I think we have to Tarak them. Just hope they don't have another land. Crypt Incursion Arcane. So we know they have a Fraying Sanity. 14 plus 3, so that's 17. Okay. So we need to draw a discard spell here. For the Sanity. not a discard spell for the sanity. So we're down to 3 cards. We can't. This Kaldra is stuck in our hand. Maybe I should have played the Verdant Catacombs and fetched, play around it. Play on another archive trap. I have 3. Okay. So this Caldra's live, you say, huh? Just draw nothing. Just have nothing. Let me Caldra you. Just debating if I don't play another match, if I want to try a different build. Board heat. But then, like, since Modern Horizons 2, like, the best decks were, like, Footfalls and Living End at the time, and these decks really require sideboard hate, which means you just are less likely to draw your sideboard cards in an 80-card deck. So, like, and with a bigger sample size, it's definitely a lot worse. So we'll see how it goes. But, like, I kind of want to lean towards a Gigantolist. It's a card that we can cast through Blood Moon. It's a card that we can make Prismatic Ending for 5, which can be relevant. So it'd be really interesting to see how it performs. Where's our Prismatic Endings? Oh, I was like, what the fuck? Where'd it go? Okay. I was like, I'm not gonna start the match if we don't have Prismatic Endings. Would Fire Ice not be legal? And so you can play Fire and Ice in your Gigantolist, but you can't cast Fire and Ice strictly off just Gigantha, if that makes sense. So like you can have Fire Ice in the deck if you have Gigantha as a companion. But you can't have, so you can use the red mana and the blue mana that you use off Gigantha's ability, but you can't pay for the generic cost. So like Fire and Ice has the 1 generic mana. You can't use Gigantha's ability to cast the 1 generic mana. So then we'll promote Mo into 4. We're just gonna play Triumph and pass. Is this Rhinos? Okay. I would have probably played Saga. They went Forest Island Pass. Actually, that's a good question. Let me finish sideboarding here. I'm just gonna assume that they're Rhinos. So you just want 3 explosives. We don't want Brutality, Tarak, Needle, anything, yeah. So we're gonna bring in the explosives, pour out the spell bomb. I don't think we want the sword. We don't want the Lion Sash, I don't think. Maybe trim the Voidwalker. Actually, Sentinels are kind of bad. And then I think I like Sentinel more than like a Lion Sash because we can just fetch it off of Stoneforge Mystic if we really want to. Yeah, let's just try that. I think we're going to keep this. We can Thought Seize into Voidwalker. The one of Urborg and then an 80 card deck suite. And we have the explosives as well. Hope they nab a Blood Moon. It's a card that really destroys us. Force of Negation. So I think we take the Force, play out the EE. Yeah, take the Force, play out the EE. So, my blue bird, according to this Reddit post, it considers Fire and Ice's mana cost as 2 blue red, not 1 red and then 1 blue. So you can use Gigantha with Fire and Ice. What? It just said right here, 79.4B. Mana cost is same as Sea Marguerite. Oh, no, I didn't finish reading this. I'm sorry. You're right. You can't have Fire and Ice with Gigantha. Apologies. I misread that. Or I didn't finish reading. Apologies. So you're right. You're right. I need to finish reading the whole thread. So they're going to Fire Ice my Urborg. Yeah, that makes sense. So their hand is... Okay, we really need to draw a mana source here. So they cast the Misties. We only know these cards. So they can Outburst. Yeah, so my bad. Land. Oh, it's just gonna be one of those days, huh? So we're gonna take 8. Hopefully they don't have a Prismaric command for this Engineered Explosives. We know their hand is Dispute, Violent Outburst, 2 unknown. Yeah. So not being able to loop EE is kind of suck on this matchup for sure, but... Okay. A green source would be really nice. Just so we can just stonewall these Rhinos. I'm gonna pay. I get a drum. I think I have to get basic forest here. I don't think I can go to 7. Yeah. So I'll go Reclaimer and then Slam Goyf. So that way you're kind of insulated against Blood Moon because of the Reclaimer. Again, I just wish we had a Flagstones. That'd be great. Attack. It's fine. So now we just have to hold up 2 mana for the rest of the game. So now these become 3/4s, which is nice. I think we have to do this. I don't think we're going to ever be in a position to attack. Crashing Footfalls. So activate Reclaimer. Probably got a Saga, right? Yeah, and then we just like our creatures are just bigger than theirs. Don't think we can Thoughtseize, unfortunately. So we can just start getting Shadow Spear now. So the hand is Outburst Dispute. Reclaimer looking pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this is where we need to start heading. Our Abzan build. They concede. Maybe the Reclaimers are like the Reclaimers definitely dug us out of that, right? Just getting Saga. It's good data. Good data. Real question is, how do we make Reclaimer mana work? Yep, exactly, my bluebird. My bluebird. I mean, maybe we can just have Reclaimer Gigantha. Like, instead of, like, Grimflares, we just have Reclaimers, right? When you say like that, Rounds, it doesn't sound pretty good. It does not sound good. I think I'm gonna lead an Inquisition first. Basic Island is interesting. We'll lead on Overgrown Tomb. Can you resend the Discord link? That one seems invalid. Oh, really? Let me... I thought... Let me see, Pontus. I could play Reclaimer Amulet. Get out of my stream right now. Get out of my stream. Get out of here. So let me see if this works. Yeah. Here, Pontus, you can try this. Siege Rhino is unbanned. Unfortunately, it is still banned. Unfortunately. Dress down. Archmage's Charm to Fairy Time Reveler. So Dress Down answers all of our constructs. But Teferi is really annoying. I guess we could take the Dress Down. And then next turn go Inquisition plus Reclaimer. Yeah, that seems fine. So we're against control. Where Reclaimer is going to be really good in holding up Spreading Seas, right? So, okay, so that means they didn't draw anything. Yeah, so let's get Gala Shrine. Archmage's Charm is annoying. But Teferi is kind of more annoying. You could just throw this Tarmogoyf into that charm. That is an option too. Same island. Oh, they're gonna gain control of the Reclaimer, sure. I guess maybe I should have taken that then. Forgot that was a line. That works too. Maybe it seemed like I did that on purpose. Made it seem like I did it on purpose. Definitely try one of Titania. Maybe if you really wanted to go bigger, you definitely could do that for sure. Titania amazing card, yeah. So they have Island to Fairy Unknown. Prismatic Ending. Okay. Let's attack. So they could Teferi. They're gonna snap opt. Okay. So their hand is Island to Fairy and then 2 unknown. They topped with opt. That's gross. Do they? I don't think they do. So they don't have to Teferi up. What does that say? We'll fetch. I mean, I guess I could Prismatic Ending my own Portable Hole. March. I think we're gonna get a Spell Bomb here, just to stop future Snapcaster Mages. It's kind of cute how we have an answer to the Teferi. Oh god. So they have Teferi Unknown. So I could Prismatic Ending the Snapcaster Mage now, or I can save the Prismatic Ending to March to Teferi the following turn. Or I could March the Solitude next turn if I'm scared. I think we're going to play the long game a little longer. So I think I'm gonna fetch here. I could march. I could march. But I kind of want my constructs to be big enough to attack the Solitude. So I think I'll wait. So we could either try to kill the Teferi now. We can also just attack, see if they block, and then try to march afterwards. Let's send everything at the Teferi and see if they just double block. That's how they expend most of their resources. Take the Archmage, just turn my construct. Okay. So I think we have to play to win. I think I'm going to Prismatic getting my Portable Hole. Put Yorion in hand. We could also just... Oh, actually, we should march this. And then we can just try to play the Yulong game and put Yorion in hand, right? This doesn't hit Planeswalkers. This doesn't hit Planeswalkers. So we'll put Yorion in hand. And then end step march the Portable Hole. Hopefully they just have nothing in hand. Oh, crap. Sorry. So no value off this Yorion kind of sucks, but still a flyer. Okay. That the fairy was in play way too long. Such a fairy. You believe I appreciate that. We really needed a Pithing Needle in the main deck for that Teferi, unfortunately. I'll get the Soul Lantern because they're a Snackcaster Mage stack. The Dams are interesting because they can kill Solitude, but that's pretty much it, right? As well as the Prismatic Innings. Maybe the Prismatic Innings also answer Rest in Peace and Chalice. I guess the cards that we can definitely cut are the pushes. Collective Brutalities are your favorite cards? Yeah. I wasn't really much of a fan until Solitude was printed, because then that card actually is great against the control because it kills their win con and is a great duress. Like before, it was like kind of a really, really bad discard spell, but now it's like, hey, it actually is a little bit more versatile. So like Solitude being printed makes Brutality actually pretty good. So maybe my punt was taking the Teferi and not the Archmage's Charm. I think that was the punt there. Probably just bottom the Flagstones. Go turn 1 flats, turn 2 Saga plus Stoneforge Mystic. Yep. All these Archmage's Charm decks make Stoneforge Mystic feel really bad. Unfortunately. They could also Spreading Seas. Spreading Seas is pretty gross. But if they Spreading Seas, then this Stoneforge Mystic is kind of going to go rampant, right? Like, I kind of want to play a Saga to beat the Spreading Seas. Like, it sounds weird that we want them to seize the Saga, but like... And then we'll fetch up a sword. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, you would think that you want to play around Spreading Seas and play the Blooming Marsh, but like... We kind of need the white mana. If this Blooming Marsh was like a Concealed Courtyard, I think I would have just played the Concealed Courtyard. And then, like, we don't really care about the green source. If they Chalice on one, that kind of sucks. But I guess we have the March for it, so it's fine. Obviously, we want them to Chalice instead of Seize. Yeah. Which again is fine, because then we actually, again, we want the white mana protected. Or they just do that too. That's also fine. So discard spell would be the best draw. So let's get this Reclaimer going. You could have Opt with Chalice. You could have Chalice with Opt. Because I mean, if that's the only card that gets to got by Chalice, I think it's worth it for them. I don't go for Kaldra in these spots because they just have so many outs to it. Teferi, Archmage's Charm, just isn't a very consistent answer. Okay. Okay. I think we'll do this. Kind of have to tack the Teferi down. I don't mind tacking the Teferi down, tracking them next turn. Prismatic ending my Reclaimer. Sure. Oh, it's the Waffles list. You recognize the list? I see. Reclaimer getting answered definitely sucks. But we could just go for Reclaimer plus Sword again, and then... Yeah, let's do that. Let's play the Sword out. We'll probably eat a counterspell. And then we can try to track them next turn. Oh, cool. Walks into land plus Solitude, but like I was kind of playing around counter magic. I'm kind of scared of that more than trying to track them. Prismatic Endings are sorcery, bud. Oh, but it's Teferi. That's so fucking good. Oh, man. Okay. So we gotta hope that Torak resolves here, which is very unlikely. Alright. Come on, Torak. I believe in you. Torak, I believe in you. Your only hope. You're our only hope. You're our only hope. Opponent's like, oh dear. They're responding. Very much big things. Is this prismatic ending on a sword? Okay, that's fair. Those are big time hits. Big time hits. So now if they plus, and if they have nothing in hand, we can march the Snapcaster. Oh, they just marched, or they just bounced their own Snapcaster. That's fair. So they have Snapcaster unknown. So they can snap opt or snap march next turn. Oh. So we get attack first, I guess. So we can go Soul Guide Lantern plus Yorion in hand. I feel like they should have done this with my Soul Guide Lantern on the stack. Because then now I'm just going to exile the March. I don't know. So they topped with the opt, which sucks. So exile March. Okay. So there's a debate of marching the Snapcaster Mage. Oh, never mind. They're just gonna attack. So they probably have a verdict here. Never mind. We will. Yep, that's fair. Let's present a 2-turn clock. They could castle. Yeah, so they're gonna castle. They kept the card on top from off and didn't do anything. Just weird. There's all our creatures are just like 1 point short of being lethal. They double topped with opt, or with the castle, sorry. It's pretty disgusting. Okay. So crack this lantern means this Goyf is lethal. Oh, yikes. Huh. They're gonna do that? They should attack first with the Snapcaster Mage. Oh. I don't get this line. So Dresstown's gonna get exiled. I don't understand that line. So we're gonna track them. See what they have. And then if we need to march the Snapcaster Mage, we can. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that. So now we just march and win. Cast that. Exile this. Cast that. Yeah, I don't know. That line was weird. No understanding of that. Tarak was pretty fucking good there, though. Tarak was pretty fucking good there. Hey, take it easy, Ramsey. Appreciate it, buddy. Have a good rest of your night. So Yorion was very relevant there, being able to pitch the March. That was kind of cool. This hand's so awkward. W1P1, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. This hand's really awkward. Do we want to go like Flagstone, Spellbomb, Bauble, turn 2, Stoneforge Mystic? I guess it depends on what we draw. Castle tapped. That was so fucking good. Holy shit. I don't think I even want to crack this bauble yet. So good. I guess I get prismatic ending, which is fine. But that just utilizes the whole turn. Okay. Hopefully they don't spreading seas my Saga this time. Tarmogoyf. I think I'm gonna go Stoneforge Mystic. This plays around Teferi. Do we want to get Batter Skull? I think since we have 3 creatures, I think I'll just go for this. So they're probably holding a counter spell. We could just go Tarmogoyf. Spellbomb. We could go Voidwalker. They're 100% holding a counter spell, right? So maybe we just go Saga, play Spellbomb. I think if they have counter spell, I think we just don't do anything. They could spreading seas my Saga, but then we just cast a sword or flash in the sword, equip sword attack. Okay. So if they bounce Saga, that's fine. If they bounce Stoneforge, it's fine. It's all okay. Then we just get the value. That was like the perfect draw. So we could Sentinel equip, or we could just hold up Construct. I kind of like making a Construct here. No, actually, the card that would really suck is if they hardcast Solitude here. So like if they hardcast Solitude, we really want to make the Construct. If they have Archmage's Charm, we really want to equip the sword onto it. But even then, I think we just want the Sentinel. I think we want to make the Construct. So they don't have Solitude. Or they guess they could. I think I should have probably fetched first on my turn, so then this doesn't play around March. Kaldra. I think I'm gonna get Springleaf Drum here. I think we need the mana. They have Prismatic Ending, so they could snap Prismatic Ending this. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. So I feel like they don't have Solitude. I think we'll play Voidwalker. I think I have to take my dog out after this game. Where are discard spells? Portable Hole. So I guess I'll attack. They could Verdict. They have Solitude. So I think I'm gonna get a Stoneforge Mystic. And then equip Sword to the Sentinel. Get Batterskull. think I'm gonna upkeep bobble them now. Just to get the extra card. We don't have the construct, so this bobble's kind of just sitting the whole game doing nothing. Good information. This is a card that I was kind of thinking about as having sword on a sentinel. I guess I should have tapped this so that I could block with the sentinel. But I guess I wouldn't block with the sentinel. This portable looks really bad. I think I just forgot to board it out. Pithing Needle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're 1 mana off activating Hall of Storm Giants. Oh, sorry, they can activate it. But we have the sword. So we could put Yorion in hand and then just hold up Stoneforge Mystic. We could also play Tarmogoyf. Maybe Tarmogoyf's better. So they can castle, which is kind of annoying. It's a game of patience here. They topped Verdict. Get the Kaldra in. If they have Archmage's Charm, they have Archmage's Charm. Land. So awkward. They're gonna put Yorion in hand. Deluge. Okay. So their hand is Deluge, 4 unknown. So I'll probably crack the spell bomb just so they can't flash this back. Like all these equipment that's stuck in her hand just feels kind of shitty, unfortunately. So I wonder if they Archmage's Charm. We could just flicker the Kaldra. Interesting. Voidwalker. So we'll attack. I guess I'll fetch first just to play around a removal spell for the Voidwalker. Probably go Voidwalker first and then play Sword. And then actually we can Voidwalker them. Okay, that's fine. They're activating Hall? Oh. Sure. So we probably have to... Okay. Yeah, I'm going to hold the germ. I'm just trying to figure out my sequencing. I probably have to go Tarak Hole or Tarak Needle. I don't think they counter anything else. We need this to resolve. So the next turn we can Portable Hole plus Tarmogoyf, equip Tarmogoyf. These equipments don't feel great. Not gonna lie. So this kind of ends the game pretty quick, huh? I don't know if we have any outs. Because they can just Teferi minus our blocker. So you just gotta hope that they have nothing. And we just sword equip the Tarmogoyf. They Teferi minus the sword, and then they can attack the hall. GG. Yeah, this Stoneforge package does not feel good. Like, does not feel good. Definitely gonna not be playing Stoneforge Mystic anymore. Definitely gonna be thinking about. I have the brainstorm. The Reclaimers did feel really good though. I will say I'm impressed with the Reclaimers. Like they ate removal spells, but they just like you could tell that they were very threatening. I think it's just a matter of finding out the mana for Reclaimer's Shell. I know I kind of didn't really like Reclaimers before, but now that we don't have Lurrus, it might just be better. We have a lot of interaction. They mull into 6. But this was nice though, just going to a Reclaimer here. Like just having more 1-drops. Being a little more low to the ground feels pretty good. I know we don't have Lurrus as a payoff, but just being able to threaten to tutor up Saga. Just probably get a removal spell. Just pays her for Termaglyph. I don't hate it. I don't know if I could somehow flit Flagstone in the list, but we'll see. We will see. And then like I think a ramp into like Gigantha or something. It doesn't seem bad. Heartless Rog Shell. People love Get Rog Monster, man. People love Get Rog Monster. Bloodstained Mire. Okay. Reclaimer. Guess we'll attack. Get Rog Monster's pretty cool. It's definitely like an EDH monster though, like it's just a huge house in EDH. March of Otherworldly Light is very annoying. Why do you say that? They went Bloodstained Mire. Yeah. It's very clunky though. I mean, like when you want to answer a 1-drop, it costs 2 mana, and when you answer a 2-drop, it's 3 mana. So it gets kind of clunky. Some sort of nihilist. Like right here, if there's a 2-drop, we can't march if we don't draw land. Like granted, we have the portable hole, but like, oh, against burn. I think I'm gonna play Reclaimer, and then hold up this Reclaimer, get Saga. So I guess we're against like burn. But then they didn't go turn 1 something. This is so weird. They had no 1-drop? It's like Zoo? This could just be Zoo. Oh, it's just burn. I think I'll get Flagstones here. I guess we're gonna attack. And then hold up March. If they block, then we can just make the Reclaimers bigger. We won't activate this now because we want Reclaimers to block. I wonder if they'll shoot my Reclaimer. I just want Heartless Summoning next to me. People love Heartless Summoning as a card. I don't know why. I don't get it. People love that card. We were playing Reclaimer Thoughtseize Good Rock. Is there anything in her story was fun, but without summoning, it just didn't have velocity. Interesting. Can it ramp into it? Sick kill, bro. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Sunbeam Spellbomb? without Lurrus, it seems kind of loose. I think Collective Brutality is just kind of the better card, unfortunately. Oh, I guess so. I guess that's true. I think they're just going to die to their own Eidolons, man. I think they're going to die to their own Eidolons. I think they're going to die to their own Eidolons. That's fair. And then, like, you don't care about Reclaimer, or you don't care about Azusa or Excavator being shrunk either, because like, they're more utility creatures than just like actual beat sticks, right? So yeah, exactly. Just trying to bait how we can attack. I think we're gonna pass. I like them going double Eidolon is super risky for them. And then we just get Shadow Spear. No, it does not. Which is why I'm kind of sandbagging all these cards. Like, I'm perfectly fine not playing spells, opponent. Um, sack Saga. Get another Saga. Get Shadow Spear. Equip Shadow Spear. Attack. I could pitch multiple cards. So, but yes, it only has to be 3. Sorry, I misread your question, my bird. Like, it only needs to be 3 for us to not have to take any damage. Yes, you're right. Sorry. I think I'm going to equip here. So this requires 2 bolts to kill the Reclaimer. Versus if I equip here, they can just single bolt it. Reclaimer is looking good, though. Giganta also pays for March, though, which is nice. I think that's definitely worth exploring. Okay. So I can't gain life. How do we lose this game? So they'll take 2. Go to 7. I don't think X counts as a generic, though, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. I thought you could cost it. Because it's not 1 or 2, right? Maybe I'm wrong. So we have lethal here. I think it's worth just passing the turn. If they have triple burn spell, they need to... They can't... I guess they have triple burn spell. They just attack, we block, and then they just kill us. Actually, let me see. That's really good for us. So we'll block Swift Spear. Oh, X is considered generic cost. Damn it. You are right. Damn it. So we'll just take the Eidolon attack. And then they literally can't double bolt us. Yeah. Then they are literally locked out, and then they just die. This card definitely pulled weight. Okay. Oh, did I do the math wrong? Oh my gosh. I did the math wrong, huh? Oh, I did the math wrong. I'm so stupid. I thought they were at 4. Oh, I'm so dumb. Just distracted by March and Gigantha. Damn it. I could have marched this. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, fuck me. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you... Oh, I did the math wrong. So frustrating. My bad, y'all. My bad. That's annoying. Thoughtseize, spell bomb. You navigated that so well until that point. Frustrating. CPB0213, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Okay. I just like did the math wrong. I thought they were at 4 for some reason. Very annoying. Alright, let's try this. That was a line too, sick Kilbro, but I didn't want them to just bolt it and then attack me. It's why I wanted to hold up March, and I like how I just didn't cast the March even though I was holding it up. Voidwalker is bad. I guess I could have Hushbringers instead of Voidwalkers. I guess that's better. I trimmed a copy, but I mean I could also see an argument for track over something like Sentinels. It's at that time of the stream where I get tired and misplay, unfortunately. Yeah. This is the hands where Stoneforge Mystic looks really poor. We just bomb the Kaldra here. No, it's not your fault, my Bluebird. You don't have to be sorry about that. It's my fault for being stupid. I should have just been better at math. So, kind of can't play this Goyf out. Unfortunately. Reclaimer would be really good here. Reclaimer or Sentinel. Yeah, the Urobark definitely been the ass, huh? Those double Eidolon games are always so fun to play against Bryn, though. It's kind of a little cat and mouse game, right? I don't hate if they play Eidolon here. That Atarkus command, though, really fucking sucked, though. How's the leagues, man? It's been awful. I think Stoneforge Mystic is just not... Oh, okay. They didn't do that in response? Interesting. Stoneforge Mystic has just felt really bad at mid-range. It's just so clunky, and there's so many outs to Kaldra in the format still. Teferi, March, Prismatic Ending, Archmage's Charm. Hasn't felt great. But Reclaimer has felt really good, though. So I think that's going to be where I'm going to be exploring next, is in a Reclaimer build. Play a creature, please. Play a creature, please, so I can play this Tarmogoyf out. But this is only my second league, and we didn't even finish the first league, so. Get a Gullah Shrine here. It's just exploring what shells we want, of course, right? I think you're gonna play the Reclaimer out. And like it's establishing that we don't want Stoneforge Mystic is good data, right? I assume we know we don't want that, and it's like the problem is like I want to find a way to fit Solitude in the list potentially if we're gonna go Yorion, right? But the problem is like having enough white cards, and if we don't like Stoneforge Mystic in the deck, what other white cards can we run? Like Esper Sentinel, Prismatic Inning, and then for Solitude is not enough white cards to be able to evoke it consistently. So Wall of Omens. Oh, excuse me. Wall of Omens is an interesting card. We really need a creature in play by our opponent. And then we can start pushing and then have a Tarmogoyf in play. Put the Rhinos in. Never gonna hear the end of that, huh? Is Giver Runes in the deck? It is not. But Giver Runes is just such a poor magic card in this kind of mid-range shell. It's difficult to... I was not expecting that one, Captain. Was not expecting that one. Was not expecting that one. Well, this Reclaimer looks really good here. I wish this March had... Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to get a white source with the Reclaimer. I should probably screenshot this. I mean, Blood Moon out of Burn makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. Ranger Captain is also interesting. That's fair. Ranger Captain with Sentinel and Reclaimers. That could be a shell too. With 4 Siege Rhinos. I mean, too bad we can't cast the Siege Rhinos through this Blood Moon, so don't think Rhinos can really help here. That's fair, but now they have Relic. Now they have Relic. So if we draw another white card, oh. So we can get basic planes, untap, March the Blood Moon, pitch Prismatic Ending. Burn Prison, yeah. So we got planes here. So we can portable hole the relic. March the moon. Portable hole 1, 2. But we can't play Tarmogoyf though. We could just play it and then get the second and just it's fine because we can just float mana off the first flex stones and then play the second one. So we can prismatic ending the blood moon. We also could portable the relic. But we have to march first to get our mana unlocked. So we can go march, pitch, portable hole, or prismatic ending, portable the relic. We didn't have enough white cards for that. Seika. I'm sorry if I'm butchering Korean on your name, but that's why we couldn't do it. We didn't have enough white cards to pitch to March. I mean, that makes sense too. So I guess we just have to march first to get the white mana unlocked, and then portable hole. So white. Maybe it's safer to just prismatic ending this too, because it's not going to get sagas. I guess it might be relevant, but the game's probably over by then. We could also march, and then just hold up Reclaimer and get... No, but we need to get this Goyf going. So we'll march, pitch hole. So X equals 3. Pitch the blood moon. I could just play Tarmogoyf here. Even if there's a relic in play. Yeah. I think Saga's too slow. We could also just sack Flagstones, go to 5 mana. We're not close to casting this Kaldra. So maybe it's just attack. And then play Tarmogoyf. If they have a second Blood Moon, then props to our opponent. I think we just need to get the clock on the board, so that way when we're prismatic ending the relic next turn, we can make this Tarmogoyf at least a 2-3. They can also just crack relic and then bolt the Tarmogoyf. That would suck, but... letting me draw cards. We really need a life gain spell. We really need like one of the brutalities in the sideboard. Clock just is not great. Especially with all these removal spells too. Oh my god. Our opponent is going off. Thunderous Wrath. Our opponent wanted it more than we did. And that's the thing, like these cards, like when you just naturally draw them, they're just like the worst. I hate naturally drawing the equipment with Stoneforge Mystic. And it's less likely to do so with Yorion, but it still sucks. Probably dead here. What sucks? I could have. We should have won game 1. That's what's just so annoying. GG. We should have won game 1. Yeah, I think the next build I want to try is a Reclaimer build, and maybe just have Gigantha and just not have Voidwalkers, and that's how we can make a Broom. Is we can have Reclaimers with Sentinels instead of Voidwalkers. We can't have Dam though, which sucks. So maybe we just need some main deck Kaya's Galas and out to Yorion. I don't know if I still want Baubles though. Maybe I want 1. It's tough. Yeah, that's the thing, Pontus. I agree with you. Which is why, like, I mentioned early in stream, like, I really liked Yorion Abzan when, before Modern Horizons 2, when the meta was Grixis the Shadow, Heliod, and Blue-Red Prowess. Because, you didn't need Cyborg Hate against those decks, right? But now in this meta, you kind of do. So I'm going to go Gauntlet Shrine Inquisition here. With this hand because we could, if we draw Saga, we want to go Saga and then Stoneforge Mystic. Fumble into 6. See how good this Stoneforge Mystic is. Sunbeam Spellbomb could save me that game? Probably. I will not refute you on that one. Oh, we're against Mill again? Fuck me. So we are going to Stoneforge Mystic and get Kaldra and then Kaldra them. Hopefully that's enough. I also don't hate a removal spell for this Hedron Crab. And then I would gladly just Thoughtseize plus never mind, not lucky. Let's get the green mana play. Get the Stoneforge Mystic down. Please don't draw Archive Trap or Drown the Lock or Fatal Push. So this is the fast clock that we're hoping for in this Mill matchup. Unfortunately, we put the Kaldra in our hand, which means that Tasha's Hideous Laughter is more likely to hit cards. Basic Swamp. Okay, so if they want a surgical any of those, I'm okay with that. So their hand is Visions, Surgical, 2 Unknown. We're going to Thoughtseize them. They draw a card off Vision, so they're digging for a removal spell. Damn. So they're going to Surgical me here? No, they're not. I think it's very important for us to get the Kaldra in play. We want to end the game quick. So let's Thoughtseize. Oh, okay. Their hand is ass. So, Kaldra check. They fail the Kaldra check, huh? So next turn, we can dam the crab. Play Springleaf Drum. So Kaldra finally looking good here. Hand is Island, Surgical Unknown. And now if we get Surgical, I don't really care. We have our win con in play. That's pretty quick. 3 turns. They need to draw like Fring, Sanity, or Tasha's Hideous Laughter. They need to draw like back-to-back Tasha's Hideous Laughter, essentially. So we're going to draw the Overgrown Tomb. They're going to Surgical me. Okay. The hand is Island, Unknown. Makes sense. It's another clock. Makes sense to me. So we're 1 point short of a 2-turn clock here. Fun is looking at our long list. They're going Yorion. What the hell? I guess we are Yorion, so the mill matchup is a lot tougher for them, of course. Like we're just at 59 cards after they milled us a bunch of times with the crab. Plays it Island, so we don't know any other 2 cards. Land is not great. Put Yorion in hand. Bad Rocker 19, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you for doing it again. The beloved One Life. Feel the Ruin. Cool. The mill matchup. These cards are good. Think this is fine. Don't think we want Sentinel. And that's the thing about these Reclaimer builds is like we can side out the Sentinels and still have a 1-drop on the play. It's so it just feels really good. Maybe we just board out the dams. 82 card special. Don't hate an 82 card special, huh? Nice. I'm gonna mull into 5. We kind of need just a threat. This hand doesn't have a threat, but I don't hate going like this. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Turn 2 Thoughtseize EE. And then try to wipe up their board. I wonder if they run stuff like Mesmeric Orbs. Not entirely sure. That was a good draw. So now we can march their crab next turn. Oh. That's a lot of crabby boys. That's a lot of crabby boys. Not wrong there, Bluebird. Not wrong. I wonder if they'll play the other one. So this EE, huh? We just need to just survive for one more turn. They're not going to play the other one, so we can Thoughtseize the other crab. Flagstones. Okay. It's kind of brutal. Their last card is a fetch. So we mill 9, we go to 54 cards, but they have nothing. But we also have nothing too. Honestly, if we draw a Reclaimer, that would be really good here. Just as a way so we can get a 1-drop into play and then crack the explosives. And is shock this in? Is this Latasha's? It's not. If they kept the crab in hand, I wonder if they would. They probably wouldn't cast it. Just because they have the Eden play. Surgical. They get Surgical Stoneforge or Dothy. They're gonna miss Surgical Stoneforge. There's already 2 in the graveyard. I guess out of all the options, it's probably better than a Voidwalker. And like if we get a Stoneforge, we're getting Kaldra, and then they just die to it. So that makes sense. Them surgicaling the Stoneforge. So from here, we just play the Gauntlet Shrine tapped, pop the EE, they pass. Our turn, if we don't draw a threat, we'll probably just put Yorion in hand. Yeah. If they play a crab out, we just march. So on a mulligan to 5, we're doing okay. They're hellbent. We have a companion, but we can't. We're pretty far from casting it. If they play a crab, we can just march. This is a visions. That would be pretty bad. If they draw 3. So a land also wouldn't be that bad, just because we can Inquisition plus Yorion in hand. And then the next turn, if we draw another land, we can hardcast it as a threat, but it's getting kind of tight. That was not what I was hoping for. So they could Visions and had like a Tasha's. I think we have to Inquisition here. We have to take a Tasha's, right? And then we'll just put Yorion in our hand next turn. So they can Cacophony us. We're down to 39 cards. They have a trap in hand. Torak would be really good here. Okay. So we have our threat. Excuse me. Okay, minions are broken. They're probably gonna counterspell this though, but I don't know what else they could have in their hand. Multiple archive traps, fatal pushes. How's it going, Drew? I mean, we're playing an Abzan Yorion build right now, but I was trying out Stoneforge and Reclaimer. And the reason for that is I wanted to see if Stoneforge was good. Because if Stoneforge is good, that means we can kind of build a little bit more on the white and add Solitude. But I wanted to try Reclaimers first. That being said, I don't like Stoneforge Mystic, so for us to run Solitude, we're going to have to try a different set of white cards, and I don't think there's anything in the format yet that makes us want to pull that way, unfortunately. So I think the next card I want to go to is a Gigantha build instead of a Yorion build. At least from a mid-range perspective. Obviously, if you want to go more like Blink heavy, you can, but that's just a totally different deck, right? So Oh yeah, I tried at Stoneforge Mystic list without Yorion, and I was like, this is shit. We went 1-3 drop. The equipment felt bad. I was like, I kind of wanted to try. Um, Try this just to see. If we draw Kaldra, which we did not mill. Oh, we don't have enough cards in the library. God damn it. That's funny. Okay. Okay, we have 7 lands. We can Kaldra. Yeah, so I had a bunch of like other decks lined up that I wanted to try out as well. But unfortunately, all of them were Stoneblade decks. Because I was hoping Stoneforge Mystic would feel good, but it does not. Oh, so you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. But appreciate you dropping by, Drew, from Twitter. Oh, okay, sure. I didn't draw that card. Did not draw that card. I only have 20 cards left, though, so... I mean, if this was a non-Yorion deck, we would have definitely lost already, but we are still hanging in there by a thread. We just gotta hope that their last card is a land. I was thinking a Vile style build with Asmore and Grist to cheat, but I don't know how much Grist war on screen there. I guess it depends on the rest of the shell. They're sandbagging the field run. Cool. Because if Grist is just a value card, it might just be better in the sideboard, right? So... we didn't mill Kaldra yet, so... Kaldra is a way we can... Oh, that's fine, sure. Snaring Bridge is funny. And Snaring Bridge is funny. Alright, can we kill them in 6 turns? But yeah, you can have an Asmo build. And Grist can just be in the sideboard, Drew, if you want that as a value play. If it doesn't really synergize well with the artifacts or the rest of the deck, it might just be better as a sideboard material, right? So... cautious. Okay. You win. If we lose this match, I might just call this stream. I don't think I want to play Stoneforge Mystic anymore. A lot of mill, though, is interesting. Blood Moon out of burn. Wow, I'm just like kind of digesting that now. It's kind of funny. I think that's something that's worth tweeting about later. Yep. Spheres, yeah. We are very prone to Archive Trap, but Being a Yorion build, I think this is... Being 80 cards, I think this is okay. Naya Burn playing Damping Spear is kind of an interesting call, though, I will say. I don't know the reasoning behind that, I will admit. I mean, out of mid-range, I want it, obviously, for, like, Tron. But in Burn, that's kind of an interesting call. You don't play Reclaimer deck to be strong. I mean, you're not wrong there, my bluebird. Not wrong. But I think there's probably an uptick in Amulet and Tron. Especially Tron, because... It's hard to kind of predict exactly where the head's going to go, right? So they don't have an Archetrap yet. I'm going to play this Saga. So them getting no cards off this crap's kind of clutch. So they don't have second crab because they would have went crab delta. That means that we can freely activate this Saga. Our matchups were really out of left field. We play against Glimpse, a Temur deck, 2 mil, control. How many decks is that? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm missing 1 or 7 because we played against Mill twice now, and Burn, Naya Burn. Yeah, so that's 7. So that's the decks that we played so far. Definitely interesting. Hit a Kaldra. 72 down to 46. They hit 26 cards and did not hit a Kaldra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. So, what do we get off this Saga? I guess since we have the Spellball in play, I guess we just get Shadow Spear as a quicker clock. Opponent lost connection and then joined the game. They have multiple Tashas. It's going to be really gross. Hubert's Revenge. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so we could also just get a... damn it. A Springleaf Drum, but I don't think that's necessary. Because we have enough black mana for Tarak next turn. So I guess we just get Shadow Spear. Hopefully this is a fast enough clock. Shock this thing because it's free. Tat. Oh god, another Tasha's. $22. They didn't hit Kaldra again. Oh my god. Well, we can track them though now, which is pretty good. And another Tasha's. Their hand is triple Tasha's. So we have lethal. Oh. That's pretty bad. I might need to cycle this spell bomb. Do this. We'll do this now just to thin. Oh shit, do we have outs? I should have looked. Oh, do we have no more outs to that? Pending. So 2 pendings, 2 explosives. Fuck, we have no outs to the bridge. We have no outs to the bridge, which is ridiculous. Staring Bridge was a pretty good draw. Yeah, I don't think we have any outs to that. Oh, do we have a 30E? 1, 2, 3. No, we milled both of them. Fuck. So we can bubble trick ourselves. Alright, let's just shuffle and see if we have an out. We have no outs in Snaring Bridge. They all got milled. Wow. Thanks for never milling over our Kaldra mill opponent. thanks for never milling this over. Gee. Wow. Yeah, I think the moral of the story is do not play. I'm not gonna waste my time with the clock. I think that just doesn't really showcase how the deck can really perform, right? So I think the moral of the story is I don't like Stoneforge Mystic, even within a post Lurrus build. So I'm gonna kind of go back to the drawing board. That's true, my bluebird. That's true. You're not wrong. I think I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. Reclaimer has been really impressive, so I think that's where I'm gonna go next. I think I'm gonna try a Flagstones, Trocaire, Elvish Reclaimer build. Maybe have Gigantha, maybe not. I think I'm gonna try build 2 builds, one with and one without Reclaimer. Maybe have Bob again because now that the the expensive equipment are in the deck, so we'll see how that looks. But I think that's gonna be where we have to go. No dam. If we do go the Gigantha rope, I think we just have to do like Kaiasgal or something. But please tune in if you want to get Updates on that, you can join my Discord. I'll probably brew the list up tomorrow and post it in there. Here's the Discord links. If you want to check out my past streams, you can go to my YouTube. You can go to my Twitter for stream updates as well. My next stream will be Thursday. So hope to catch everyone then. Again, it'll probably be a Reclaimer build because, again, Reclaimer felt pretty good today. So even though we lost, I think the losses were really due to... I guess I could have beat against Burn. That was a punt there. But Reclaimer kind of, gave us a chance against some of those decks. And against Control, I know we lost, but Reclaimer, felt really, really good. I think there was a turn where I took a Teferi instead of a Charm, and I probably should just taken the Charm, knowing that they could have stolen my Reclaimer, and then they could have bounced my Reclaimer, and then I could have just recast it. It's not that big of a deal. So I think that's a line I probably could have done differently. But again, just back to the drawing board. We'll see how this goes, but I think the moral of their story is just don't play Stoneforge Mystic. It's not great in these BGX midrange shells. Appreciate you tuning in, Solange. I didn't know you were still lurking. Hope your red-white taxes list is going great. Yeah, let's raid freaking nasty. Again, my next stream will be Thursday. Take it easy, stay safe, stay healthy, and catch you guys then. Bye.